Good evening. Right. As I was walking from the guest house to this particular place, I was actually searching for the stars in the sky. I didn't find any stars in the sky, but as soon as I entered this hall, I found all the stars here. So that is why I was not able to find any stars there. So, dear stars, dear friends, it gives me great pleasure to talk to you at 10 o'clock night time. It's a very interesting experience for me, talking and sharing certain very wonderful words with you, particularly in dealing with crucial conversations. We'll start with an activity, right? I know it's right time for us to start with an activity. I would request you all to get up, please. Please stand up, please. Yes. Stand with your legs slightly apart, our hips, and when you view from the top, your hips should be tracing numerals, right? Number 1 to 10. Follow me and it's going to be a very exciting activity for you. Here we start. How do you put a 1? When you look from the top, your hip should trace number 1. 1, right? Do that 1, okay. And number 2, right? Give it a big toe, right? Twist, twist, big toe. Number 3, right? I find many of you putting small 3s. Go for a big 3, right? Big 3, right? Number 4, right? Make it a big 4. Make it a big 4, right? Good. 5. Number 5. Yeah, that is it. That is it. Number 5. Good. I see the numbers improving in size. Right. Number 6, right? A big round. Number 6. 7 is easy, right? And I love 8, right? 8 is my favorite, right? Go for a big grind, right? Big grind. Number 8. Oh, excellent, right? Number 9, right? And a sweet number 9. And number 10, right? 1 here and one big 0 here, right? Thank you. Please give yourself a big hand. Good. We are always into conversations. Right from the start of the day, as one of my friends we always start with an internal dialogue. There is always a negotiation taking place as soon as we get up. Innu oru 5 nimisham. Innu oru 10 nimisham. That negotiation is continuously taking place, and at times we converse with people around us too. That could be a very casual conversation. But there are certain very crucial conversations in our life which could really take us to the next level. So, in rest of the conversations, okay, we can manage. But it is in crucial conversations that we must really focus on and try to understand what is happening on the other person's mind. So, what makes a conversation crucial? How is it different from a normal conversation? 3 things, dear friends. Just remember these 3 things. And a crucial conversation would be a conversation where you are having over an interview board. You are sitting on one side of the table, and other side maybe 3 panelists who are sitting there trying to interview you, and at that time you are having a crucial conversation. And maybe in the first day of your interview, you are talking with your immediate boss is trying to assess you, and that is another time where you could be having a crucial conversation. After your employer, you are having a big salary and you are trying to negotiate for a price of land. And the real estate broker sitting across you could be initiating a crucial conversation with you. And as you go into the most important part of your life, the married life, where maybe you are in your first meeting with your beloved, and that could be a very crucial conversation for you. And at this juncture, I remember a matrimonial ad, an advertisement in a marriage column. A young person calling for a girl, asking for a girl. The advertisement ran something like this: wanted a girl with car and bungalow. Wanted a girl with car and bungalow. I would have been quite happy if it had stopped with that first line. The second line is, what was the first line? Wanted a girl with car and bungalow. The second line, send me the photo of car and bungalow. So that could be a very critical point where you try to interact with a person who could be the most important person in your life. So what distinguishes the rest of the conversation from crucial conversations? Because being effective in crucial conversations is the real key. You can manage small talk. You can develop rapport quickly. You can make friends. Yes, that helps. I agree with that. But when it comes to crucial conversations, that is where you have to make your mark, because they could be leaping points from where you are taken to the next threshold, and that is why I am asking you to concentrate and focus what could be the little techniques that could help you to make a mark in a crucial conversation. So coming back to the point, what's the difference between an ordinary conversation and a crucial conversation? Three things importantly, friends. First thing is, in a crucial conversation, the stakes will be high. Whereas in a normal conversation, there wouldn't be any stakes at all. But in a crucial conversation, the stakes would be high, number one. Point number two, in a crucial conversation, the emotions will be running high. In a casual conversation, there wouldn't be that much of emotions, but in a crucial conversation, there would be lot of high running emotions. Third, in a crucial conversation, there would be difference of opinion. In a casual conversation, there wouldn't be that much difference in opinions. So what are those three things which distinguish an ordinary conversation from a crucial conversation? What are the crucial conversations? Number one, stakes are high. Number two, emotions are high. Number three, there is difference of opinions. So in a crucial conversation, it becomes highly imperative for you to understand what is going on in the other person's mind. For that, I'll bring in NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, to help you understand what is going on in the other people's mind. Just follow. I have a very interesting activity, right? In my normal training programs, I try to, since I can't do it here, I'll just repeat it to you. I'll be having a paper in which 5 sentences would be written. I'll be sharing those 5 sentences with people around, and I'll be asking them to repeat it back. Those 5 sentences would normally be something like this. Let us meet in the beach tomorrow evening. I find faces glittering up, right? Let us meet in the beach tomorrow evening. Solar eclipse will take place at that time. Scientist world leader will talk about it. I will come in a red pant and a blue shirt. As there is a possibility of rain, bring umbrella. These are the 5 sentences. Can anyone tell me what those 5 sentences are? What is sentence number 1? Yeah. Let us meet at the beach tomorrow evening. What is the second sentence? Solar eclipse will take place. Third sentence? Scientist world leader will talk about it. What's the fourth sentence? I will come in a blue pant and a red shirt. As there is a possibility of rain, bring an umbrella. There was a very interesting change here. What is that? Right. I said it would be a red pant and a blue shirt. What this problem normally happens. So as it passes around one over another, what happens is beautiful, in a way, very interesting transformations takes place in the message. Normally what happens is, I start with one guy, giving him 5 sentences, it goes round robin, and when it comes back, only 2 sentences are there. 3 sentences are torn out. And normally what happens is, world leader, scientist world leader becomes Thiruvalluvar leader. And the red pant and a blue shirt becomes what? A blue pant and a red shirt. I want you to understand here, because this could be very crucial. Why these changes happen? Why does the red pant get converted into blue pant? Any answers for that? Why does a red pant get converted into blue pant? Pardon? Lack of? Okay, they would have listened, but still, why does the red pant get converted into blue pant? I want you to think about it. Why does world leader scientist world leader gets converted into Thiruvalluvar? Okay, the thing is, we don't see people wearing red pants, right? We normally don't see people wearing red pants, but we see a lot of people wearing blue pants, so the red pants have got converted into blue pants. Normally we always hear Valluvar with a word, right, in front of it, Thiru Valluvar, and so that scientist Valluvar has gotten converted into Thiru Valluvar. So this concept is called as what? Generalization. What is that? Generalization. When input comes from people, when you are listening to people, you are not really listening to the people, because there is a biological reason for that. Our brain is a very wonderful machine which can beat even the supercomputers. And a supercomputers ku thevayana alavu energy idukku thevilla, rendu idli getti chutney irundha podum. The brain is such a supercomputer, so powerful computer, and it can process around 450 words per minute. How much words per minute, dear friends? 450 words per minute. But what is the speed of talking is? When a person is speaking to you, at what speed is he talking to you? Are you aware of it? It is around 150 words only, right? So the words are coming at a rate of 150, but there is a processing capacity of around 450. There is a 300 extra capacity, 300 words processing extra capacity in the brain. The brain doesn't know what to do with that. So I was having kushka when someone, what is meant by kushka? You know? Kushka theriyumilla? So kushka, I was eating kushka, na mind enna pannom? Kushka, it will connect it with Anushka. Because there is a spare capacity in the brain, around 300 words spare capacity in the brain. So when one word comes, the spare capacity in the brain associates it with something else and takes off something where. So when I talk to you about Kodaikanal, when I give a gap, all of your minds would have gone to where? Kodaikanal. That is a spare capacity of the brain. That is what is happening out there. That could be the concept of a generalization. Okay, so out of 5 sentences, 3 sentences have been totally deleted. The third one is distortion. I just want you to remember these 3 things. What happens? One is generalization. As you listen, you generalize what is being said there. And as you listen, you delete a big part of it, big part of the conversation that is going on. The third one is you distort whatever is being said. You don't take it in the real intention. I'll tell you one example for distortion. What happened is this. A trainer was handling the interpersonal skills development, right, that particular thing. He was asking his participants, are you expressing love to your wife vividly? Some said yes, some said no. And then he said, you need to express the love. Love cannot be taken granted, so next time when you meet your wife, present her a rose. Present her a rose and say, darling, I love you. So one guy was really inspired by this. As he was going home, bought a big long stemmed rose, took it to his home, and his wife was cooking there in the kitchen, right? So he went behind, hugged her, turned her around, gave the rose and said, darling, I love you. What would have happened to the wife? What would have happened to the wife? The wife, what would have thought? She thought, until yesterday this guy was quite okay, right? Now he is doing something so differently, maybe he has committed a big mistake, right? Maybe he is wandering about. Maybe he is spreading his wings over, and in order to compensate for that, his guilt consciousness is kicking in, and he is trying to pacify me with a long stemmed rose. Are you able to understand what is happening? Distortion. You come with one intention, but that intention is totally misunderstood by the other person. So 3 things could happen in a crucial conversation. Generalization could happen, deletion could happen, and distortion could happen. So in a crucial conversation, you need to identify the generalization, deletion, and distortion and act accordingly. That is a real challenge even for marketers. So when a marketing person comes with a new product, already the people would be having some idea about that product, generalization about that product. Let's say you come with a new toothpaste. The common populace there would already be having an idea about that, so they'll say it's going to be another toothpaste. What's new about it? So you need to break that generalization and come in with your uniqueness, saying I'm not as per your generalization, I'm something new. And by doing so, you'll be able to penetrate into that awareness, and thereby you will be able to create a mark for yourself. That is what should happen in a crucial conversation. So as you come and sit across the interview board, the panelists will be having a generalization about you. So many students. And yes, there would be some generalization about the student community. Maybe the panel people would be aware, having that generalization. They'll be looking at you with those specs in mind. But you need to break that generalization and come out as a different person. I am not belonging to that. I have my own uniqueness. Once you are able to break that generalization, you will be able to create something different. You will be able to create a mark for yourself. So I'll just finish off by quoting a very interesting, maybe a scene from a movie which you would have definitely seen. How many of you have not seen Vasool Raja MBBS? Only a few people, right? How many of you have not seen Vasool Raja MBBS? How many of you have not seen Munna Bhai? Right. You have not seen? Okay. So I take that most of you would have seen this, either the Munna Bhai MBBS or Vasool Raja MBBS, right? There is a very interesting scene in that. I just want you to focus on that particular scene in which there will be a sweeper, right, who is sweeping the floor, right? There will be a sweeper who is sweeping the floor. And he will always be cursing and complaining, right? He sweeps, a person walks in, immediately he starts scolding that person. You are not aware of what I am doing. Every time I sweep, you come and make it dirty. The guy sitting above me is continuously harassing me. So this guy will continuously be cursing. He will be making a big issue about of it. So the hero, along with the heroine, she's a very beautiful heroine, by the way. And as she's talking to him, he will look at it, and suddenly he will feel a desire to start a crucial conversation with that guy. So he will detach himself from the heroine and come and place himself in front of the sweeper, the guy who is sweeping. The guy will look at him and say, what is that you are doing? I am cleaning, now you are coming and dirtying the very same thing. And the hero will start a very interesting conversation with him. And his idea would be to break the generalization, deletion and distortion which the sweeping guy has. He will ask for his name. What is your name? And immediately the sweeper will say, why are you asking for it? Are you going to complain against me? That is a generalization people have. When someone asks you a name, immediately they think that it is for complaining. So, Punniya Kodi en peru, poi sollu po. Yaar enna panniduvanga paatharla. And then our hero will say, Punniyongiradhu vera enga illa, un perliye irukku. Enna solra nee? What you are doing is not an ordinary thing. You are doing a great punya. You are sweeping the floor, and there is a very big distinction in that. நீ பண்றது என்ன ஒரு சாதாரண விஷயம் இல்ல, ஒரு பெரிய சேவை. இங்க இருக்கிற டாக்டருங்க எல்லாம் காசு வாங்கிக்கிட்டு வந்த வியாதிக்கு மருத்துவம் பார்க்கறாங்க. நீ க்ளீன் பண்றது மூலமா வர்ற வியாதியும் கூட நீ தடுக்கற. You are preventing an onset of disease. Whereas the doctors here are treating a disease which has already come. Now what you are doing is, you are preventing, you are doing a great thing. And then you will say that, yes, it's on par even with Mahatma Gandhi sayra madri idu oru seva. Nana, sevaya, that person will really open up. ஆமாப்பா இதெல்லாம் பாராட்டுறதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு டைம் கிடைக்காது, நீ நானும் தான் சேர்ந்து பாராட்டிக்கணும். Then he will go for a hug. So by introducing that conversation, by integrating into that conversation, what our hero is trying to break the generalization, deletion and distortion which that individual sweeper has. What is the generalization that individual sweeper has? Can anyone tell what is it? Pardon? This is a very menial job, right? That is the generalization which the sweeper has. Very menial job. There is no one to appreciate. I will never get any appreciation from this job. And what is the deletion he is doing? He is deleting it because he doesn't find the importance in doing that. As a contrast, I'll tell you one interesting incident which took place in NASA. So in NASA, an audit was being conducted, and all the departments were inspected, and the auditing committee chose to inspect a bathroom area, restroom area. And they went and started inspecting in the restroom area. In the restroom area, they found one person sweeping. And they asked him, "What are you doing?" And the sweeper said, very, very, very pridefully, he said that, "I am sending a man to the moon." Are you able to get the point? I am sending a man to the moon. So that was a self-esteem, that was a self-respect which that guy had, which our person didn't have that. He didn't feel that it's a very, very powerful job, very, very important job. So our hero was trying to break that delusion. He's bringing his to attention that you are doing something very meritful, you are doing a very, 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 very great important job. And what is the distortion that the sweeper had? The distortion that the sweeper had was this: there is no one to appreciate me, so if I keep mum, everyone will ignore me, everyone will take advantage of me. So in order to project myself, I should keep on complaining, I should keep on cursing, I should keep on creating problems. Only then people will attend to me. Dear friends, it is said that all human beings are born with an invisible tag. கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாத ஒரு tag ஓட தான் பிறக்கிறோம். And something is written on that tag. Can you tell me what it is? கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாத invisible tag. We are born with that. Every human being is born with an invisible tag. Something is written on it. Very same thing which is written on a lorry battery. ஒரு lorry batteryல என்ன எழுதி இருக்கு? தினமும் என்னை கவனி. Similarly, give me importance. That is what is being written on every invisible tag that is with people. So when you stroke that, TA calls it as a positive stroke. When you address that, the hero comes and says you are doing something great. You are a person who is capable of being hugged. Once he does that, this guy feels that, yes, I am important. I am very important. And thereby his generalization, deletion and distortion goes for a change, and thereby something interesting has been pursued. So a normal compulsory cursing person has been transformed into a person who can really produce effective results. So that is the real purpose of crucial conversation. So beware of the person sitting across you. Maybe it's on an interview board. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your future in-laws. Understand what would be their generalizations, deletions and distortions which they might be harboring against you. Try to understand them and break them and bring out your own uniqueness. And when that happens, you have created a mark in your crucial conversation. So have this in mind. What are they? The generalizations, deletions and distortions. Remember them. The purpose of a crucial conversation is to break the generalizations, deletions and distortions. Wishing you all the best, right? Thank you.
Ram sir, I request you to kindly stay back on stage. May I call upon Group Captain to present the memento to Mr. Ramasubramanian.